Alright. I'm gonna just do a normal RRR run. A George RRR run. And let's go. Proto Heart Cage. Lazarus with mix. Looks like we're gonna be winning, and it's Primordium on top of all that. So let's have a fun run here. Got a Meathook starter, not horrible. Hope for Superfood, settle for Stalwart, I suppose. Yeah, this should be pretty good. Superfood, yes. Center Salve over Split Anvil. I gotta say, I don't find Split Anvil that good in Monster Train 2. And yeah, I mean, we'll just take the Center Salve. It makes it so much easier to... Center Salve, on the other hand, is really good in Monster Train 2, particularly because beyond the Vengeful Shards, it just makes the calcified embers so much less of a problem. Mark of Winvasion here. Yeah, we will have some drop problems, but Plink takes care of them most of the time. I think I still put Meathook in front instead of a Shield Steward. It's a little safer to put the Shield Steward in front, but this is just more fun. Alright, you will be getting spikes. Let's go like this. Give you this. It's actually just more, probably more relevant stats. I'll actually do this. It's such a good, I mean, the blue is just so powerful like that. It cleared an entire floor. One play of a starter clears the tank and the backliner. Tell me what other starter card is doing that. Just do it to do it. Probably should have saved that for maybe a collector, but with the spikes it really didn't matter. Nice. Alright, we'll do the 9-9. I guess he dies. Some rage, and I could maybe just get damage shield, and then more rage or more damage shield. Probably more rage. Do love the pseudoscience and secret ingredient. Just already are doing a ton of work with the superfood. I think I died to spikes. I don't know that I really need any of these. I guess I could take the Making of a Morsel to open up like a Shadow Eater, which might not be horrible. I know we often get spikes on our superfood, but we may never end up with Stalwart, and it's still like a little inconsistent to put the spikes on. We do want like backup plans in case, you know what, doesn't work out. Well, Potion Kit's really good. It would be a 4-8 on the Primordium if anything. And then the ability I don't think transfers, but I feel like it should personally, but I don't think it does. Either way though, it's a 4-8 that gets transferred and it gives me more mixes. Then there's also the Overwork Assistant, which could totally work. I just don't want every single Lazarus video to turn into Overwork Assistant. He kind of is that good, though. He's a contender for best card in the game. I know I did my best spells in the game, which would not have included the units, obviously, but if I was doing like just regular card drafts, I think for sure Assistant's up there, top 3 probably. But I don't know. This one I feel plays more into the Primordium, whereas this abandons the Primordium to some degree. I mean, to a lot of degrees. It doesn't totally, though, because it's like, it could still help me stack Reanimate, you know, if I put this unit in front. But it's often coming late. Could also just take another Pseudoscience. I just don't think Pseudoscience is necessarily even better than Secret Ingredient, necessarily. Whereas this is like several secret ingredients, kind of. Granted, the Primordium does die, so I think we'll take the kit, though. Alright, we can go either way here. I haven't even really checked the map yet. I'm tempted to go left. I think we're beefy enough with the Meathook plus Primordium being Superfood that we can get through Ring 2, plus maybe this unit just overtakes Meathook. And I really think that Double Stack right now and Spell Chain are super good upgrades, but that is 2 of the 7. I have enough money to reroll, so we're looking at 4 choices of the 7. It's like pretty low. I think around a 10% chance that I wouldn't get either of them. But that's not gigantically low. It's high enough that it happens from time to time. So if that doesn't happen, what else is good? Like, Consume Remove is not very good because, yeah, it's just not good. Because all of my stuff is 1 cost and not consuming. I mean, there is the pack morsels that I could Consume Remove, but that doesn't seem necessarily enticing unless I get a good gorging unit like a Shadow Eater. If I get one of them, maybe it's just Consume Remove is pretty good on these, right? Holdover could also be okay. Intrinsic wouldn't be horrible. I mean, Intrinsic, I would actually probably Intrinsic the Pseudoscience over the Secret Ingredient. Maybe. I don't know. Seems okay, because then I could maybe at a later time double stack it or whatever, and or spell chain it, and then I'm like getting good stats from the get-go. But I don't know, even in the late game, these spikes aren't enough to do much, even on the turn 1 Superfood. And it's just inconsistent what it's going to give me. Maybe I go to the right. The Lazarus units probably on average are better than Umbra units, even though I do think Umbra units are a lot better in Monster Train 2 than 1. But if I go to the right, you know, there's not really any bricks with Lazarus units, and there's some like really high rolls like the Test Subject Alpha or the Plague Doctor that would really benefit from being carried by this this Primordium. We got a magic here anyway that I can hit, though we typically want the arms with Superfood so we can get deployable. Is there any other good magics? I just don't think, I don't know. I think we'll go right. I think there's enough debate that we just, okay, we got Large Stone, Smidge Stone, and Reanimates. Alright, these are not the units I was looking for. Probably the worst 2 I could see, honestly, because it's like, they just, I don't know. I already have a Meathook, and obviously a Pincushion isn't doing anything for me here. Pincushion is not untakeable without the Exiled starter, but it just, like, I'd have to go out of my way to make it work and, like, build a deck around it, and it's just not worth it from here. So we have a Large Stone and a Smidge Stone. I can afford both, I believe. I suppose I could, since we're going to plan on hitting this Merchant at Arms. It opens up the Carapace. I don't know, it's a lot of money to do, though. But, I don't know, it's okay. It's okay. Kind of just want to take another one of these to have it. It's 25 damage for one. That's good early. Just vanilla, it's okay. For sure we'd put a large stone on one of these just to get through this ring. The only question is, like, is it worth it for me to do this? Because it already fits on the floor with the Primordium. If I do this, I can pick up another 2-pip unit, or even just have the one Meathook. And then I can stagger my... Yeah, I could just fit the Meathook, Primordium, and this Meathook on the floor. And then I can stagger my hook hands so that I'm playing one every turn. I can always daze a unit. Which doesn't matter so much, though, for this version of Seraph. Doesn't even really matter for that one. Could matter for this. This guy does 18 damage. Could also just save 2 days for the boss. It opens up also the Bogworm Carapace, or the Overgrowth Carapace. I think we do it. I should save some money for this arms, even though Reanimate's a really good cheap upgrade, but for now we'll just do this. Okay, we got the big spikes guy. That doesn't matter when I have all this health. This is why we go to the right here. For this fight, maybe I leave space for morsels. I don't really need, like, the other thing. He's here mainly in case the collector spawns there. Okay, we'll do this just to get those stats. We got spikes. I think I'll go blue here. Just take these out. I could have also just held it in case the collector spawns bottom. That might have been better. Oh well. Alright, we'll see if we get a blue here. If not, I got the hook hand. Yeah, let's just hook it. And I'll make a good red thing here to get 2 stacks out of. We're going on defense here. Probably should have took the rage when I had the chance. I didn't realize it was never going to give me rage again, but whatever. Save this for later. Right, where's my blues at, dude? Where's my blues? Suppose I should have hook hand to that. Hook hand that. Just save some of this stuff here. If anything, it gives me a lot of morsels here, huh? Alright. Kindle. Space Prism definitely took a hit in Monster Train 2. That card is not amazing anymore. Kindle, however, can be pretty good, and with Lazarus League, there's definitely some high rolls for it. But it's a pretty speculative pick right now. We don't mind the Calcified Ember. That's played for free, so... Currently, it does nothing. It downgrades my deck currently. There's never been a turn where I even need extra Ember, I don't think. And if it is, it's like to play a Plank or something. So we're probably going Merchant at Arms. It's a little scary only having a Meathook as our units. But who knows, we might find something here. You know, I don't know that we'll have to see what the Lazarus offering is. I'm gonna take this speculatively. Okay, mixology, I'm pretty sure. I mean, they're just a little too slow for Primordium, right? You have to draw them, not guaranteed early, then they have to die, and then you play the stuff. It's like, and some of the stuff is like on resolve, so it's like, I just don't think they're going to be good here, but the mixology's always legit. Mixology gives me an okay Merchant of Magic out. We got a good magic there. We got an okay magic there. Probably hit those two magics later on. I can live till then. We really just want a deployable thing here. Man, this sucked complete ass. Okay, we're definitely getting. Oh my gosh, amazing. Okay, what do I choose? All three are amazing, and I am so glad we took the Kindle. Who knows if I can actually combo it with it, but oh. Shroudspec's probably the odd man out here. We don't have any actual Gorgers, but and we don't have like super good morsel generation come mid to late game. And I don't necessarily want to go out of my way to make that, so sometimes we may even be running double Meathook on the same floor, so we have no space. So really it's just a question of, is the Reanimate or Propagate better? Because the Propagate works with anything I'm mixing, and it gives me more of what it is, but this gives me Reanimate if I didn't already get a Reanimate. Kind of seems like the Propagate would be better, wouldn't it? It just gives me two of everything instead of one of a real, you know, the thing I really like. But two of everything seems better. I can just get one Reanimate, and then this is already doing twice the work of that. So yeah, we'll do that. More flexible too, because even if I don't have Reanimate, Damage Shield or Lifesteal might more or less accomplish the same thing. We want Fight Club for room, and anything for... Okay. The thing that sucks here is if I go here, 70, 60... I can still afford one of the Fight Club or the Meat Shield, but I can't afford both. I technically could go Room of Mirrors. I couldn't make it deployable though. Yeah, it would really need to be deployable. The thing is, I could put the Meathook down first and then put the Primordium down, and then I get two of them, which isn't like super useful to me, to be honest. That would be useful if I went aggressive edible, which I just never would go. There's just like no point in Monster Train 2 to go aggressive edible. I think I just go Fight Club and make that deployable. I think that's better than like... The problem is like the Meat Shield plus the thing would be alright, but we just want the attack. It's getting me more stats than the other thing would. Plus I may just be better off putting it on the Meathook itself. I think for this fight, I still don't need to, I still don't need to put the Meathook on the floor. Well, we drew them together. Unfortunately, this is the situation. It has to literally be this situation where I draw no buffs before I drop these, which is very fucking unlikely considering, you know, there's only one of the Spike of Legion, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards that give me the buffs to my Primordium. So yeah, I'm not even going to calculate the odds that happens, but let's just say it's probably close to like 1%. But whatever. I'll still win the fight because fuck this guy. Could try to just draw back to that. I don't want to draw back to all of these. Plus we got the Pyre Hunter to worry about. We'll just do that. Okay. Am I better off doing this? No, that does remove... Never mind, that removes my thing. So I think we're actually just better off doing this. We got spikes. Let's try to get some buff. Okay, never fucking mind. Do that instead. Forgot to do that. Doesn't matter though. He's gonna lose it soon. Let's try to get some, for when I get the spike, let's try to get some reanimate here. Or at least get some. We'll just go like that. I might as well hold that. Should I hold it? Because yeah, never mind. I need to, like, maybe... Maybe I should have held my hook hand, because I could have moved that guy forward. Should have also checked my hand to see that I'm only drawing one of these. Well, we'll take some pointless damage here, unfortunately. Is there anything I can do? Yeah, he'll hit me once. There's nothing I can do about that. Oh right, I have Fight Club. What am I doing? Never mind, we killed him. Took me way too long to realize that. But hey, at least I eventually did. Trying to get a blue. Well, I got the Fight Club anyway. But yeah, I mean, if I got the Fight Club... Yeah, we don't want that guy to die, though, right? Well, yes, we'll do that. Alright, here we go with the big play. Boom. Somehow I drew the Ember card with the Spikes card once again, which is pretty nice. Furnace tap. So we don't technically have a way out of Ember Drain unless I get Consume Remove and -2 on this Kindle. The other option is I just zero cost most of the deck, but we did already pass up 2 Merchant of Magics, and we only have the option to get 2 more in the future. 2 that are, granted, pretty enticing, but that's 4 cost reductions, some of them which might add Consume. Is it still worth it just to take this? I'm trying to think if this clan combo has any other ways out of Ember Drain, because there's a lot more ways out of Ember Drain in Monster Train 2. You know, there is the Kindle, which I can get. I need to Consume, remove it, and -2 it. Then I can play it for 0, it gives me 4. Still can't hold it over without a Lightstone casing. Brain Transfer, I can't imagine is good. That's basically just the same thing as Primordium, but once. Just a one and done. It could be weird. I actually could do it, but I would have to like Meathook the Primordium forward and then do it, but then I'm like transferring the debuff of days as well. Well, not really, but when I eat the Primordium, basically it would be like the idea is like I would stack up a few buffs on my frontliner and then retransfer those buffs to the Primordium by pulling it forward, and then have it then take those buffs and transfer them back. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? But that seems like a lot of work for what it is. I suppose the other thing I could do is if I do the double Meathook on the same floor, I could move one Meathook forward and then do it on one of the Meathooks. But even then, it doesn't seem great. Or I could just take the combustion suit, which is a 10-10, and gives me an AoE component. Not a very good one, but it is one. That combined with the spikes might be enough to do some pretty good AoE. Merchant arms don't look good though. Yeah, there's basically no merchant arms getting hit from here on out. I should have probably factored that in. Oh, life would be... This is, by the way, like if you're tryharding, just take the overwork assistant. Like this run would be so much more straightforward had I took the overwork assistant. 1,000,000% more straightforward and easy. You know, I would have just went all in on that thing, and with everything that's shown up, that would have been even easier. You know, I wouldn't even care about this. I'd probably just take the brain transfer, and it would be fine. Is this even worth adding? Not entirely sure that it is. I guess the strike may not even transfer, now that I think about it. I don't think the strike transfers. So it's actually just a 10-10, which is alright. But if I'm not getting stalwart and I'm not able to make it deployable comfortably, because like I really can't take this arms. There's just too many good things over here. You know, I want that magic, I want the Empyrean Well. And the final arms, just nothing compared to Helmet and Vortex. This might be a skip, honestly, weirdly as it is. I could speculatively take the Furnace Tap, I guess. Maybe I need the Furnace Tap still to win. You know, I may just have to have it. We probably just take it. We'll see if we can make it work. Okay. Don't know if these do a whole lot for me. I'm not gorging enough to take a collector at this point. Man, we are really bricking on the units. Well, maybe I was a little overconfident on the run. I picked the wrong one. Probably the wrong run to skip on the overwork assistant. Well, you gotta throw for content, right? I really like the look of these units. They're very slobbery, though. I don't know about the slobber. These guys kind of slobber, too. They're actually kind of similar, huh? Not massively different, the pin cushion to these collectors. The thing I'm thinking of is, like, I could run, like, a collector top, Crucible collector, and then run my other floor mid. so. The other thing I could do is I could just furnace tap, never double stack it or anything, just furnace tap directly on my Meathook. Take an Umbra upgrade, and you know, within a turn or two I'm kind of back to being able to play cards. And then I get the second strike that I might need. Because I may need a second strike with this deck. But the perils seems maybe, or sorry, not perils, the draw definitely seems maybe better. It's definitely not Pip. The Ember is somewhat enticing here. Doesn't help me in my current deployment though. It does, I guess. I am one steward shy of being able to play them all. Makes the Mixology easier to play at the moment. Makes a Kindle, or, I mean, it makes a Spike better. But I'd rather draw them together. That's better. Draw would help better with that. I think we'll go draw. Will we? We'll go Ember. We'll go to the right, I think. There's not amazing trinkets for these clans, but I just don't have any. I don't have much reason to go left there. Okay. Whetstone's really good. The Pyrestone housing could be good. This steel's definitely getting hit. Can I afford both? It would be. I'm literally $5 short. It's fucking bullshit. That is bullshit. There's really no way to make money, I don't think, from caverns. Well, I could also... How many steals are we hitting? One for sure, right? One for sure. Two for sure. Maybe three, but probably not three. I'm just thinking, like, I could just graft. No, we don't want to do that. Never mind. I was going to say I could graft the potion kit, but that's not happening. Oh, this is usually such a good event. Not so good here. I mean, I could YOLO the random equipment, but it might be Stoic Plate, which would be devastating. Is it really that devastating? I mean, my hook is fine. It's not the end of the world if I lose it. To be honest, maybe I just give up the hook, and because we've already kind of determined it's not like amazing for us. It would be really good into the other variants of Seraph, but like I could just graft this potion kit on, then I at least have like an intrinsic ingredient to start things off with. It won't be random graph unit, or I could just YOLO this. I mean, it can be anything from any clan. It's very hard to predict what's going to happen there. It's usually not amazing, I would say. But the potion kit is not amazing either. Like, I'm losing an ability to gain another ability that's like slightly better. It's maybe not even better. What are you doing, dude? Or girl? Like, you are just thrusting. What the hell? Like, what's up with the thrusting here? Yikes. How did that pass? How did that pass HR? Anyway, I don't know that I'm going to do anything here. I could random graph unit and maybe get the multi-strike one, which is actually pretty good. We'll go random graft, I guess, unit. You know, at this point, this is probably pretty good. It's not multi-strike, but if I can stack enough damage, this gets around my problem of multi-strike somewhat. And I can just put it directly on the, I can put it directly on hook hand. So between these two, what do we want? Because if I take the Pyrestone housing, I'm basically going multi-strike or bust. Maybe I settle for a Titanite. Which one's more expensive? Housing's cheaper. I mean, like, we're for sure hitting the steel here, and if I go to the steel, I don't, like, the shop doesn't have anything unless I take this. However, if I take the whetstone, then at least I'm getting this potion kit out at the start. And I can put it on Primordium. I get a 4/8 on top of the other stats that I'm already getting. And I get the initial thing. I feel like the safer play is the whetstone. Let's see which version of Primordium we're getting. That might inform our decision. Like, if it's stalwart, then maybe the equipment's better. Alright, we get a stalwart. Perfect. Well, it is kind of sad to hit these. I mean, I don't know. This is normally a very valuable node, but do I just go left here? Like, what do I have a good helmet currently? Not, like, particularly. Spike of the Legion is pretty good. Yeah, we'll do this then. It does suck to hit these Merchant of Steels without the thing, but whatever, you know, what are you gonna do? Get rid of a plank here. We don't need money, obviously, coming up, so we'll just spend this. Ooh, dire defense of the Heaven Seal is really fucking risky. But I think we're fast enough scaling. This should be fine. We are going top floor with the what's his name, but I think that's fine. Yeah, it's a lot of stats. Hmm. 25% of the time this does technically brick. I kind of want to play both this and Pseudoscience and then this. Or let's do this first. Okay. Yeah, let's try and see what this does. Alright, we'll do Reanimate. I'll still do this. Spikes. That's actually the one I wanted. Perfect. And then I'm not going to hold out for like a bigger, better turn here. Might as well just do this now and get it stacking. We'll do that. We'll do that. I don't really want to redraw that. With all the reanimate we have, we really don't need damage shield. And since we already played our spike card, we just don't need to hold on to that. Rage. Do I want like more rage? I think we want more rage here. Just get that stacking. I'm saving the hook here exactly for that. Boom. Sucks that we do have space here, so let's go. We're not quick or anything, right? Okay, so you'll die. That's good. Maybe get more spikes or something. We actually do want more spikes over the reanimate here. Do that, do that. Probably should be doing this, but it just doesn't matter. So if I ever do need this, I could play it on a turn like this, just like right there. Or you know, I could just let my Umbra die if it turns out that it's just like getting a bunch of multi-strike is better. And to be honest, from here on out, it is just better. Yeah, with the Umbra, see, it's like even a turn later, I'm able to still play stuff. Feast accelerates my eating. Otherwise, I'm not taking these. I will say I still don't think Cannibalize is great. I guess there are some synergies with Lazarus, but we don't need it in this deck. Prism Retrieval's fine. That would be good if we had the Overwork Assistant, right? But with the deck we got right now, nothing's really good here unless I think Feast is, and I don't think it is. This is fine. Maybe the Replicator Ray is better. You know, that's probably better than just having Trample. Just replicate the unit. Seems good. Kind of wild that that card is not rare. I think we're still going to the right here. Are we? I do kind of just want to Hellvent this Spike. I think we will. The Spike is so powerful. Man, we earned a lot of gold. How did we earn so much gold? I had no gold at the end of that, for going into that ring. Alright, we're going to Hellvent you. We are in Hellvent, right? Empyrean Well. We obviously don't need Plink, because Plink stink. Technically, Dualism works with this. I might want it. I'll have to pay attention to the bosses. I think 20 health here is fine. It's better than spending the money on Titanite. We can get rid of one of these. Just very hard to actually... I don't want to have to like play them out and then not be able to play the Trample guy. Okay, this boss is nothing. This group should be fine. So eventually, if I have to, I can put this here, and then I have 3 days between the two of them. Because that Dualism works with the hook hand. Could have also maybe just built around this guy. I mean, this guy has the initial stats, otherwise this guy's better. You know, this guy, if I were to put the Twisted back on this guy, he would gain double rage. It's not really that relevant though, but you know, it could be. Alright, we got this. Let's see what we got here. Rage. I could just go Lifesteal. I got 2 out of 3 chance to get that, and that's just as good as Reanimate. Yeah, it got me Damage Shield. I guess that works too. It's not as good as... I could have also put the Twisted Assistant down. I don't think I need it for this fight. It's actually like... It's just like not that much stuff coming in. I don't know though, I guess maybe I should have. I don't know. Okay, we got some spikes, that'll help at least a little bit. We'll try to get more. Alright, well, I'll just get this going. I don't think I'll hold this. It's just there if I, you know, I need to get like a something with it. I'll pull this guy forward next turn. Definitely want him dying over the other guy. Right, they're all dead. Let's pull you forward. If I do this, it sucks if I get purple and whatever. Let's start with this. Alright, we'll do that. I think we've already got the damage shield, so I'm just committing to high damage at this point. I still got 2 stacks. I think we just do this. That pretty much solves the game. I could also do this. Might as well. We have our days if we ever need it. Doesn't seem like I do. Shroud Spike, it does give a little bit more reason for Kindle to exist, but I just have so few morsel generation. It's like pretty much never happening. I could take the Ember Forge, and that slightly... It's okay in Monster Train 2. It's still not great. But I don't know, there's a lot of Ember per turn for the investment, and I can definitely fit it on my floor, but it's not going to outdo Furnace Tap when I do what I just did, you know? If I do what I just did, then I'm never getting Ember again, no matter what. There's also some worlds where I can just thin out my entire deck and then intrinsic the Prism Retrieval. It still doesn't work all the time, but it's like I can actually get the Primordium out with it a lot of the time. But it's just too much hoops to jump through. I think we're just not taking any of these. Okay, Faulty Body, if I could stack enough damage shield, would be interesting. I think because I have the Furnace Tap, it's less needed. And I got the trample. And it's actually just kind of risky. Whereas I can just take the mixology and that's fine. Alright, definitely going to the right here. Alright, we got the Permafrost, which I should put with the Kindle, I think, instead of the Spike. I don't know, it makes maybe more sense with the Spike, actually. Yeah, because the Kindle still wants Consume Remove, I think. I mean, so does the Spike, but I think the Kindle might want it more. Hold over. I could hold one of these over, and given a 1 cost, that helps me actually quite a lot. Do we need plus 10? No, no way. Alright. Spell Chain. I feel like the double stack on this is not quite as good anymore. If I do this, I am definitely committing toward it being like kind of, I don't know. So I got the other mixology. I could do this. I can afford both these. I could put them both on the Pseudoscience or the Furnace Tap. If I do it on the Furnace Tap, I'm definitely committing toward, like, just once that happens, it's GG. I feel like that is the more powerful play, but the Pseudoscience is a little less risky. You know, if I get that on Spell Chain, I can really stack quite a lot of stats, but they're kind of irrelevant past a certain point. Whereas the Furnace Tap, ooh, that is the cut. But I need to make sure I got survivability, which really, I don't know. If I combine enough reanimate, it'll get there. the replicator ray as well. I think I just do it on the pseudoscience. Kind of tempted just to helmet that, actually. I think I will. So the damage shield means I probably should set up mid. I can go... I should go bottom here, and then I'll put a guy up here to troll Kale out. But, yeah, we probably want to go there this turn. Alright, we'll get reanimate here. Let's see if we can get some spikes too, because I'm not going to play this turn. Yeah, I'll get the spikes. Kind of think that maybe I'm better off just playing this turn though, just to get some more spikes. Okay, I'm going to do that. And more reanimate. I mean, we're definitely beating Relentless already. Okay, well, we got that. We want to actually play this at least just to get the extra damage. And I'll do that. Oh, I should have hooked him forward. That was like my plan all along. Alright, shit ain't going well here. And hooking the other guy forward did not help me. Should be going for purple. Let's move him forward. He's more damage. I'm just going to have to eat some of these hits, I think. Well, at least daze that guy while we can. They're all dying. We'll try to just root this guy for the rest of the fight. That way I never have to take damage again. Rooted 2. I got 4 waves remaining. 5 technically, because I had to kill him up top. Means we need more rooted. Do it while I can. Okay, we've got good rolls there at least. If I do this, I pass on the trample. Oh, I had another one here, damn. Do I want to pass on the trample or just put it on my guy? Probably just put it on my guy, that way I can replicate array him. Oops, forgot that I had spell chain there. Whoops. Don't really need to redraw that. Alright, you're rooted 2 more times. Let's see if we can... Alright, I got purple, nice. Rooted. Rooted. Alright, that does it. So you're rooted 4 more times. We're good to go. I got 78 reanimate. Let's get some more. I don't have enough. Do I need to root him one more time? You're down there, then you're at rooted 1. I think I do need to root him one more time, technically speaking. Alright, we'll root him twice for good measure. Could furnace tap here, but we've come this far. Why don't we just keep pseudosciencing? Alright, before we do our thing, we'll just stack a few more spikes. And we'll do that. Is that even helping me, actually? Like, is a trample just better than having 2 of these? I actually think I'm just gonna keep it like that. Alright, and you are dead, but because it just feels good to play pseudoscience, we're gonna play it. Close one. I mean, we did take damage, but sure. Another Kindle, sure. Don't need another furnace tap. 1 is all we're gonna play. I think we take a draw upgrade now. Do the standard Ember into draw. Left for show. Nice. Oh, do I want to do that? I don't even know if I want to do that. It kind of makes sense, though, out of all of these still. That actually might make more sense. I don't know. What do you think? What would you do here? What would you, person at home or wherever you're viewing this from, what would you do for a Klondike bar? I don't know. Maybe it's a Kindle's still better. It's like, not really. I'm not really playing this furnace tap much. And then I don't even think I want to reroll here necessarily. The propagate's just kind of a one and done though, right? Like, doesn't like massively benefit me. I think the remove consume here is actually where it goes. We got 2 Kindles. It's just like they're either there or they're not. And spell chain. I could just spell chain this and make it a 1 cost. Then that's kind of like double stacking it. Oh well, okay, I won't make it a 1 cost. Just kidding. I could still. And yeah, too late for all that. So I will do that and make it a 1 cost like we wanted to, and that's fine. So I got a lot of options now to get through the game. I think we're sitting in a decent spot. Do I want to start with damage shield? Because the propagate spike probably likes that a lot. But maybe the buffet 8 is still fine. There's no AoE. It's not like we're fighting. We're fighting the easy Seraph. Granted, there is a sap, which hopefully doesn't screw us over too much. But a fuckload of sap too, mind you. But you know, I can actually get around that by dazing him. So maybe the double daze thing is actually going to happen. I think we still go buffet 8. Okay, this is a bit annoying. You know, they don't hurt me Ember-wise, but they will hurt me draw-wise. This guy is annoying. We can't take the Thorn Guard here. That's fine. We don't need to buy anything more. But there's no way we can take that. That's a reason to take the other version of the thing. I mean, I guess maybe we could, because I do add 4 health, but it seems pretty damn risky. And we're going to go like that. This. Alright. Get some rage going. Get some damage shield. I'm gonna do that. Try for some green here. Yeah. Is the spikes? I got the damage. One damage shield's gonna turn into a lot of damage shield. I think we just go spikes, so that I have that going for me. Let's take you out. If I do that, he's not gonna die. I'm just gonna have to draw back to this guy. I don't need to like wait for that to do things. He's dead. I don't want to redraw these. Damage is definitely a little low here. Alright, let's... Oh. Might have to do our rooting plans again. Okay, 3 Ember there, or 2 Ember there. I just need to root this guy. So 3 rays remaining, 2 rays remaining, 1 red remaining, 4. Root 1. Might be able to get through this without taking any damage now. Definitely not playing any cards ever again. Just kidding, I can play that one. How are these guys not fucking dying? Don't I have spikes and all that shit? Alright, they killed that. They can kill this. Try to get a... Yeah, here we go. Now you're dead, you motherfuckers. For a minute we had 69 damage shield. I caught that. I hope you caught it too. Alright. See, who needs to play cards? You just play your Furnace Tap and that's good. These cards, you know, Umbra's pretty good, but these cards are not it. You know, I did say Ember Forge is usable, but it still kind of sucks. It's still not usable here. It really needs to like give Ember in a different way, in my opinion. Like it'd be cooler as an ability. Like if it was just an ability that's like 3 cooldown or something that gave 2 Ember per turn, that would actually be better because that works better with Ember Drain. You know, it'd actually be less Ember per turn, right? But it would just be a better card. And Excavation Eruption sucks ass. And Feast does too. Organ Harvester, not really all that needed. Reanimation Lab, not that good. Risky Operation, that could be okay, just for some extra attack. The Lifesteal could be okay. I don't know, it's probably not that good. I skipped the trial, so I don't have any money anyway. Not really feeling any of those. Could help in that way when I go into Ember Drainville, which I probably am going to be doing a lot of the time, then I just have a card that can be played. It's actually the only thing that's super making sense to me right now to do. The other one would be a second Meathook, which would be mainly a play on Seraph just to prevent the sap. But then it doesn't really do much otherwise. It's still, I guess it'd be alright in the Savagery, but I don't know. Makes Twisted Assistant harder to play. Granted, Twisted Assistant really isn't playing that much. Furnace Tap won't always happen, but it's at this late in the game, it very often is. I think the safe call is just this other mixology here, honestly. Yeah. We'll dupe that. And I don't know, these aren't that good. I'd probably just remove another card. So obviously the Plink goes. That card sucks. Get rid of the Spear. I don't know, Spear Steward actually did some more class fight, but I don't think that'll be happening too much. Kind of want to remove a spell, but none of these, because the problem is, like, once I do go into Furnace Tap land, like, I just want to see the mixologies more often. I guess I could remove this Pseudoscience. It's not that good. Ideally, I can replicate Array before I do all this shit. If I reroll the trinkets, I can't afford anything that comes out, so is like another removal better for me than, like, I don't know, like a minor attack increase? Probably not. I could get an Umbra, a morsel each. Yeah, that's just not really doing anything either. It is a follow-up attack, I guess, but I think we just make a removal, and it pains me to do this, but I feel like it's Secret Ingredient, just as I look through what's here. Maybe the Making of a Morsel. Yeah, it's actually the Making of a Morsel. It's just not actually doing anything. Probably should have added some health to like one of the stewards or something. This is fine. So they just have the incant dudes, right? So we don't care too much. We can just go top floor. I think we'll do this on this one. I can also move my guys around and spread out the love. I think it'll make sense. Okay, that is interesting. Definitely go with the rage here. I need to get spikes at least once. So let's, for this one, we're gonna double this guy up. Ah, come on, give me spot. Really? Lifesteal every time? Okay. Well, we ended up only playing this for 3. I could actually do this here. Then I'm getting double the spikes. This is already double the spikes either way, pretty much. I think we just do this. These spikes are going to be really good for this fight. There's so much AoE. There is these guys. That won't be a problem, though. Okay, you die. We'll throw that out. These just need to get played. I don't think I do this now. Because, I don't know, the lifesteal is like the worst buff I could have with this, because like, it just goes away. If that makes sense. So once I get enough lifesteal. Let's try to get a reanimate here. Alright, we got a reanimate. At least we got that going now. Next time I find Furnace Staff, I can play it. Worse. This is probably just better. Is there any reason to hold that? Because it's just a little late for me to care about getting a giant spike or something. Let's do this again. We're just doing that to stop the sap from coming in, though. Now that I think about it, I don't think that actually... All we're doing is stopping the Curse of Entropy. The enchant does not actually stop there, so... My plan there was actually kind of foiled, but whatever. Damage shield, I guess. Even more. Okay, even more. Trying to get rage. This will incant them, but whatever. I'll have so much shit that it just doesn't matter. Maybe I should be a little careful there, but we've got so much reanimate that should be fine. Wait, that guy's fucking living? Are you shitting me? Alright, we'll take care of that this way. See, 130, okay, that's fine. Wait, now you're only taking 156? What the fuck happened there? Weren't they taking more before? Alright, well, something's up there. We definitely can't have this guy coming up, so let's see if we can get purple. Melee weakness does the job just the same, I think. What is going on? You're the one getting the hit? Alright, we're going to have to do this then. There we go. Oh, that's interesting. That guy has it. We should hold this for when we need it then. I didn't realize the ability refreshes. That's kind of nice. Okay, you have 3 stacks left. I think it's now time to do this. And it doesn't really matter now. This should be GG. Though I suppose I'll play this. forgot to daze him. So I got the Curse of Entropy. Which really doesn't matter. Alright. Well, this ended up being a fun run. You never expect Hook Hand to be the guy that is your guy, you know. But I suppose it works. There's nothing really any potato here would do. I mean, a steward would probably do just fine in this deck. We'll put him bottom, I think, for this one. Just get Savagery dazed right from the get-go. Yeah, let's get going on the red here. Because I got the pseudosciences, they're gonna do what they do. Should have went Rage. Yeah, we're gonna do that, and then just do these. Couldn't get any reanimate there, which is kind of fucking annoying, but whatever. I guess the preview was wrong there. It showed him dying, but he definitely didn't die. Maybe I will try to get those on different turns. They can be good here because when I'm playing the Pyre Light, they might be okay to just draw on some other turns. I should try to get a stack of Reanimate. Wait, why wasn't that guy able to Hook Hand that turn? Oh, I guess that is the second wave. Please give me a stack of Reanimate. There we go. One is all I need. I should play this though. Here, we'll do that. Do I want to wait on this? It's 4. I'm just going to do it now. I'd rather let him build up some stuff here. Here, let's kill that at least. Okay, I'm going to save that, I suppose. Is there actually any point to saving it? Since I have to draw back all the way through all this. I don't think there's much point in saving it. Yeah, let's just play it. A lot of cursive fucking entropies. It is a tad annoying. I need him to hit though if I'm gonna kill him. Pure rage here. I'll save this. Well, might as well just do it on cooldown. 3, 4, 5. I only play this if I'm playing this turn. This guy's almost dead. Got 3 stacks. I think I should do it this turn. Yeah. Should have started with the other one. This guy will die just fine. I think this just goes there. Yeah, and we just need rage. Might as well just keep that in the deck, then I get less sap curses drawn. Probably should just be going for purple to minimize the damage to my Pyre. Right, you're dead, you're dead. Apparently Entropy's still not dead. Well, he'll be dead next turn. Titan fight went a little slower than I thought it would. This guy's showing us not dead because I think that guy just dies to my 272 spikes. Boom. You get him, hook hand. Well, that was a fun run. It definitely would have been an easier run had I taken the overworked assistant, but it's not like it was a hard run, so we just had a little bit of a puzzle to get. What did I get there that I haven't gotten? Wait, win streak. That is not correct. I'm very confused here, because I definitely had like a 40-something win streak. I don't know if it erased it or something. That's weird. So it's telling me I got a 30 streak, which was, this is my 30th streak on this streak, but that's annoying. I'll have to go back and check if my logbook was showing 29 as my previous thing. I'm pretty sure it was. I know for a fact I've gone like 40, but it was during test, so and you know, whatever. We'll just say it's 30. I'm going. This will be my official one then. We'll just say. Anyway, though, that is a run. It's my 2 favorite clans, so that's pretty cool. But you can definitely try that one out. You can do it how I did it, or you can do the Overwork Assistant and just see how powerful that is, and see that it's better. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.